Florida, but really, all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Just a short time ago, the Buccaneers emerging from their tunnel to the roar of this frenzied crowd here in the Sunshine State. And we're in the big ship, and fittingly, everyone here ready to do battle as Tampa Bay gets ready to match up with the Chicago Bears. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. First carry for Leonard Fournette. And that's not the start that he was looking for, as he's going to be met and dropped behind the line. Play action. Now it's Brady. And that's complete. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. But defensively here, Charles, I'd have to imagine coming up with a game plan to stop Tom Brady. Many have tried, few have succeeded. But what do you see as their best course of action?
Well, besides stating the obvious, which is having great guys who can cover, and we know how difficult that is in the NFL, I say it's inside pressure. The guy's up the middle in his face because he's not the type of athlete who can get out to the perimeter and hurt you. He likes to step up in the pocket and throw downfield. If you have a couple of good pass rushers right in his face, right in his grill, that's your best chance to slow him down.
Quick throw caught by Godwin. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first. And, Charles, you wonder about this defense coming in. I mean, look, it's no secret they're playing a team that's down on its luck right now. Losers of 5 straight. How does that change how you prepare for a game?
Well, to me, the first thought is you just get after them early, right? Take away any chance of them building any confidence. But the second thing is you prepare a little bit differently. You've got to expect this team to take chances, go for it on 3rd and 4th downs, run a lot of trick plays, anything to try and break their losing streak. So you must stay alert and stay aware.
Now a play fake. Brady. And a first hookup with his all-pro tight end, Rob Gronkowski. And he's taken down inside the 30. Fournette, a first down carry. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Brady. Open man, Gronkowski complete. So the completion good for 6 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll go with a big bank Fournette. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. A shotgun give to Fournette. And he'll get about 4 there as he takes it from the 10 down to the 6. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Brady going to sling this out wide to Godwin. It'll go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Fournette running out of the gun. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Leonard Fournette, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Succop, and it's now a 7-0 game. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. And they'll run the option to start the drive. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The Bucs with an extra defender now in the secondary here on 3rd down. One play action, Fields. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. He opted to go with his scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in this 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 46. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. This defense for the Bears, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap.
And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's a give to Fournette. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
He finds his tight end, Howard. That's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They fake the handoff. Now Brady. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. Godwin's got it. Touchdown Tampa Bay. Chris Godwin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Buccaneers here finding a way to stretch their lead. Succop for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they are winners of 2 straight games as they have climbed back to 500 now on the season.
And you and I both know this can be a tough team to figure out sometimes, because I remember a few weeks ago you and I having a conversation where we both thought that this was a season they could get away from them pretty quickly. Obviously not.
Cohen gets it again on second. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, you know, this club, there were some reports earlier in the week, and most have heard this by now, so-called unnamed sources that were saying, all is not rosy in that locker room. There's whispers that 1 or 2 guys, CD, have kind of had enough of how things are going and have been.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Vita Vea able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. Able to fight through 1 tackle. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Now, right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you...
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
He's picked off at his own 46, and they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. They're trying to resurrect his confidence. Last week was a disaster. 5 interceptions in that loss, and another pick there.
I played with a quarterback like this before, and he had a tough game, and the head coach said, I'll take him, I'll fix him. The very next game, he started out the exact same way. The head coach turned to the offense coordinator and said, he's yours from now on. Someone has to take responsibility and work with him and try and get him settled.
Shaquille Barrett in on the tackle. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Fields. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. They brought the house that time on the young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Brady going to throw. Finding Miller once more, complete. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. A handoff, Fournette running left. Uses the stiff arm. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 52 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it with Fournette. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score one touchdown,
you're
without a doubt. And so far today, he's got one, but was denied as he tried to get the second one.
2nd and goal from inside the 5. Fournette. And he'll be stopped about a yard shy of the goal line after a pickup of about 3. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. No gain on the play. And what to do now on 4th and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point try now for Succop. And it is now 21-0. Now Pinion with the kickoff honors following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake... is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. From the gun, here's Fields. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And we've got movement. I think this is against the Bears here. Let's find out. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
Off play action, Fields.
Deep ball for Goodwin. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
They've given him some different looks here defensively in the early going. He's only hit 2 of his first 5 passes. With a big 3rd down coming up, he's hoping he's got a play dialed up that can take advantage of whatever the defense throws at him.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
From the 50, here's Fields.
Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Josh Jones. And the Bucsons are going to take over at their own 28-yard line.
2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Eddie Jackson picks it, and he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
And that now 2 interceptions thrown in the 2nd quarter.
And you know, a lot of people look at these guys and they think to themselves that maybe, possibly, they're still thinking about the first one, and they probably are. I think in this case, he's just trying to atone for the first interception, tried a little bit too hard, maybe forced it a bit, and instead created a 2nd one.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw.
And Fields going to have the first down before sliding to a halt to avoid the contact.
Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
On first down, it's Fields.
And it'll be intercepted.
Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And the Buccaneers are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started.
And with a 3-score lead already, this is not time for a momentum change, so I'd imagine they'd be happy to just take this into the locker room. And he was able to shed one tackle but could not get away from there.
The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Throwing again on second down. Brady. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
This defense could use some more of these types of plays. How about him reading it, driving on the football, and he's right there for the pass breakup.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Brady. He'll set up the screen to Fournette. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. So mark off the yardage for roughing the passer.
And I've seen this before. On a screen pass, not only are you rushing the passer, you're rushing him deeper than normal. And I think a little frustration kicks in at the end. You're going to hit him anyway when you shouldn't.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Here's Brady to throw. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4.
On play action, now Brady. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking downfield for Godwin. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
As he was shuffling right out of the pocket, you could just tell he was going to take a shot downfield. He had his eyes down there the whole way.
He certainly did. He wasn't taking off to go, right? When he was flush from the pocket, a lot of times you see him, eyes will drop, ball will get tucked, and he takes off, becomes a running back. But as you noted, stayed alive as a passer, tremendous body control, and a pretty good arm there, too.
The extra point hits the left upright, but goes through anyway. And it is 28-0. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they...
And down he goes, a Buccaneer sack. It'll only be a loss of a couple, but the pressure gets home on first down.
Second and 12.
Another try after the first down sack.
Fields.
Under pressure, they got him again.
Vita Vea picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
Now that's the way to start the second half. Back-to-back sacks. Whatever the halftime speech was, I hope they recorded it.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. A huge play there for Chicago.
Well, CD, when you combine accuracy with a big arm, you get throws like that. And Justin Fields may very well be making these kinds of plays at the pro level for years to come.
takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Justin Fields with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bears get a bit closer. Santos with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
They were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead, and it's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You could say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points.
81 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Now Leonard Fournette. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material.
And Brady's throw there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. They'll run it here. This is D'Onta Foreman. Bulldozes past him. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Fournette. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
8 yards the tally on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. A handoff to Fournette. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the 1st. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, this was just simply excellent defense. On this 3rd down, they had to be alert for the possibility of a pass, but that didn't stop them at all from understanding what was going on when they decided to run the football, and they just swarmed and stopped them for almost no gain.
Succop's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
What a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well, and kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Now it's Fields. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. Marquise Goodwin, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bears cut into that lead. Coaches must really like to see that from the quarterback because he's had the interceptions in this game, but they're able to connect on the touchdown pass.
And teammates love to see that because they know that they miss blocks during a game, but they come back and make them later on. They miss tackles, right? They miss making plays, but the spotlight is magnified on your quarterback. And when he stands up to the pressure and comes back and throws a touchdown pass after throwing some picks earlier, they feel great about that guy.
And likewise for him personally, as a rookie quarterback, has to give him more confidence. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
That's caught by Howard. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Well, the strategy was evident there. Get it to your tight end and make it a one-on-one play with a cornerback. Who's usually going to win that one?
The tight end, but not there.
Not in this situation. How about the corner defeating that logic and making a really nice tackle?
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Fakes the give to Fournette. Now Brady. And that will be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. And the way this offense has moved the ball, he hasn't been needed till here in the third.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They come in off a touchdown drive the last time they had the ball that cut down that lead. Now the defense has done their part, got them the football back.
Momentum started to shift a little bit when they scored the touchdown. It increased when the defense got them the ball back. Momentum definitely in their favor. Then they got to keep things cranking, keep it on.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Chicago. Marquise Goodwin with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bears are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. And he's going to get in for the 2 points, and that'll make this a 10-point game. 3 quarters in the books. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They've been pretty anemic on this side of the football in the second half, just 3 points, and you just saw the touchdown go the other way, so it's a 2-score game. We're not done here yet.
I think everyone's on the edge of their seats now because they're anticipating what's coming, and I sense that everyone in the stadium knows they need to keep it on the ground. So if you're going to do that, hope the quarterback is stretched a little bit. Some bootlegs, right? Some fakes inside, getting out to the perimeter. Those might be open for him.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. Now it's Brady. He'll check this one off to Fournette. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. Now Brady. They'll swing this out to Fournette. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Brady now to throw. Dumps it off to Fournette. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On the run, it's Fournette, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
It's a loss of 1. Brings up 3rd and 3.
Hey, switch gears.
Brady going to try and throw on 3rd down.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's Bradley Pinion now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. Complete to Mooney on the slant. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game.
Yes.
Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown.
Now a first down throw. Fields swings this out here for Cohen.
So that'll be no better than an incompletion, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Now Fields.
And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete.
And now following that last play, I do believe we're going to get a review here. Yes, indeed, the red flag is out. So the decision to challenge does not pan out, and that's also going to cost him a timeout. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On play action, Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
We always talk about the guy who paid off the play, don't we? A guy who caught it or ran it. But how about the elements that go into making a big play? This one in particular, able to scan the field. Pocket held up nicely. What a terrific job by the offensive line. The route well run, and the football right on the money.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now a shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. It's Fields.
Escaping the pressure right. He'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup, and it's 3rd down.
Fields now to throw.
And he finds Montgomery complete.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every 3rd down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to 3rd down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
So the Bears with a football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
Off the option, here's Montgomery.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Off play action, Fields.
Oh, no, he lost the football.
This has been a long drive. You know that defense, they're craving to get off the field. They were able to force it free, but couldn't recover.
Yeah, and on the offensive side of the ledger, they were thinking about how do we punctuate this drive with 6, right? Make it an exclamation point. Instead, you got to put a question mark next to this drive now after the fumble, even though they recovered it.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. The keeper good for only 4, and that's going to lead to a 4th down.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to get it back to a 1-score game.
Santos' kick is up and through, and this is back down to a 7-point game. Well, he was a spectator for much of this game. This is his first field goal opportunity of the entire contest, but he's able to connect.
Yeah, he had a pretty good seat to this one, didn't he? But let's face it, all kickers that you and I know, they want to contribute. They want their opportunity, and he seized his.
Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Fournette running right. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the fourth. Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll run it again with Fournette. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Now the Bears will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. The line to gain is the 33 on third down. They'll try the right side here with Fournette. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that tackle for a loss?
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team would say, hey, yeah, we called him the disruptor. And that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
And Succop will put this one right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but, boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about...
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked up by Josh Jones. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. He'll buy some time right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle.
And this ball incomplete. Looked very much to be a catchable ball. He could not hang on. 2nd down coming up.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Brady going to look to throw. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The Bucs forced to use their third and final timeout. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Back to throw, Brady. He finds his man, complete. It's Logan. And he takes this thing way down into Chicago territory. A big play there on the catch and run. Well, I know at points of this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard, your defense